Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Rafia Mudassir from the platform of VisionEduGloabal, a project of Nurul Huda Education. And we are live streaming today our Teachers on Show. And today our guest is Khadija Shehzad from Never Cease to Grow. And she will be presenting on TurboTax teaching. And over to Khadija to introduce herself and then move on to her presentation. Thank you so very much for joining, Khadija.
Welcome. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. I would like to start the presentation by thanking you and thanking the Nurul Huda Foundation, your team, for providing all the newcomers such a beautiful and wonderful opportunity to upskill and show their skills and present here. Let's start today's presentation. I will be talking about TurboTax teaching, and I will start with a brief introduction about me. So I am the founder and director of Never Cease to Grow. Never Cease to Grow is a Facebook platform that I made to empower all the individuals who are using computer, who are using digital tools to make them a better digital citizen, because I am a strong believer of it, and I can see that the future belongs to the net. Everything is going online, especially after COVID. So basically what I do on this group is that I provide training on digital tools such as presentation tools, data curation tools, gaming tools. These tools are helpful for parents, for teachers, for grandparents, for siblings, for students. There are all kind of tools for everyone, and that is where I provide my trainings. And I do also share a lot of resources, not only made by me but by many of my friends and colleagues who work on this area. So I share it on my group. For more information, you can always join it. Other than that, I am a certified digital trainer. I am certified by Prezi as their certified educator trainer, and I am a Wakelet ambassador. And I have achieved all my learning through self-directed learning, which is a really important skill, and I really feel that the future and that students need to learn this a lot. So I'm going to talk about TurboTax teaching, and what we are going to do today is we are going to see why TurboTax teaching is important, how the teachers can bring TurboTax teaching in Pakistan, because especially I'm doing this presentation in Pakistan, so I'll be seeing everything and I'll be discussing everything in that perspective. And I've brought in some tools to share with the teachers here, because this is a teachers platform, so I will be more focused on that. But having said that, parents and other people can also use these resources. So let's start with teaching, right? Those who are watching me live and those who will be watching me in future, I'm sure they must be having a good teaching experience. Everyone is a teacher, be it practically in a school, or even as a mother you are teaching, as a big sister, brother you are teaching. So everyone has some or the other teaching experience. So what I'm going to do is I want to talk about the methods of teaching that are used. And though I am a teacher, I've been a teacher, I do have experience of teaching, but I have more experience of being a student. So I'll be sharing some of my experience to make you understand what I mean here, right? So when I started school, what I remember lately is that the first day in school, my teacher had actually used the direct teaching method, where she just came in the room, she opened the book and she started teaching it from there. So that was basically from where my learning experience started, and I saw teaching from there. But then onwards, when we move forward to university or college level, lecture method was usually used. Our teachers sometimes did use presentations like PowerPoint presentation, but it was very rare at that time. Obviously that was too quite a many years back, right? So lecture method was used. After that, I did also experience sometimes the Socratic method of teaching, which is even used today, where teachers actually give questions to students to foster their critical thinking. So this is also a very good method of teaching. And I have seen many schools are now also following project based learning. So it is also a very impactful way of teaching, where students are given projects, and it is a learning experience for them. But again, every method is good for a particular subject and a particular topic. I would say project based learning cannot be integrated into all the subjects and into all the topics. So different method of teaching is used in different times, in different subjects. For example, for medical field, or I would say like nowadays for computer studies, for digital tool studies, you need to have demonstration method. So we have so many different kind of teaching methods, but the question is why do we need so many different kind of teaching methods? I would say we need different kind of teaching method because we want students to be engaged, we want to motivate them, we want to help them reach their full potential, right? We need to prepare them for tomorrow, but we have to keep in mind that today is changing fast. So if we teach them as we taught them yesterday, we will rob them of tomorrow. Again, if we teach them for today, we will again rob them of tomorrow, because we need to teach them for tomorrow. Why do we need to teach them for tomorrow? Because when I was just searching the internet, and this is what I got. There were 10 jobs that I could find which did not exist 10 years ago. Just 10 years ago, these jobs were not there. And then you never know what will happen after 10 years. About 2 weeks back, in fact 3 weeks back, I was reading in the newspaper, and Dubai is launching taxis that do not require any driver, right? So the taxis will be driven online, everything is going online. So what do we need? Do you think that our students are ready for such jobs? Are they digitally literate? Do we incorporate things in our education system, or even in our classes? Do we have studies in which children are equipped with digital tools? Because these days digital literacy is wanted by the employers, it is wanted by the employees, it is required to develop critically, it is required to have better decisions. In short, information literacy is a surviving skill at present, and what we need is to bring it to our students, incorporate it into our studies. So see, over here I would like to emphasize that I have visited many schools, I've been associated with many people, and I've seen that we do not have the required resources to totally integrate IT into our lesson plans, right? Every child does not have a laptop. The siblings share laptop here. Every school does not provide every teacher with laptop. Every teacher does not have the required resources. But every school went online during the COVID, right? And I am assuming here that every school did create some source of communication with the students using some kind of information technology. For example, either there was WhatsApp group made, most of the schools had emails made, they went on Gmail, some schools bought other resources to get connected. So we still have those resources, we can still use those resources and make our children independent in using these resources. It is our responsibility to also not only to incorporate these resources in our lessons plans, but we need to make them able to use these resources independently, and to also be aware of all the security concerns that come with it. Then they should be knowing how to save themselves from it. So it will be our role, I feel, as a teacher, as a educator, as a parent, it is our role to learn these resources so that we can teach them how to use these resources in a better manner. I was reading another article by where they stated that the Pakistan Telecommunication Authority has said that after COVID, 87% of the population have access to the internet, to mobile devices with 3G and 4G. So if they have access to internet devices, they have access to the resources. The problem is they don't know the right way of using these resources. So what I've done today, I have bought a few resources for teachers, for parents, for anyone who would like to use it. And I have divided my resources into two categories: video resources and content resources. These resources, you just need to share the links, the web pages with your students. It can be shared using WhatsApp, it can be shared using email addresses, and some of these resources are really safe, some of them are not very safe. So you have to be very careful of how you're using some of these resources. You can put a projector in your classroom, because now every school has a projector, has a computer room. So you can, some of these resources you can use there and present it for the students, but some of these resources you can send. And there are more resources. For that you will have to join my group, where I do share resources that are safe, and I do share tutorials and other trainings in which I share how to make sure that your child or the student is safe when they're using different resources. So let's move on and look at the video resources that I've brought for you. Whenever I talk about video resources, I personally feel that video resources are very impactful in the manner that they are presented, because it has a power to influence, be it children, be it adult. Everyone gets so much inspired watching a video. And when we talk about video resources, the first video resource that comes to our mind is YouTube. But YouTube is very vast, it has a lot of data, and it is really difficult to sometimes it becomes tedious to look for a resource. But YouTube also has many channels for, especially for teachers, for students, and it has many tidbits to it, that if you master YouTube, you can use it in a perfect manner without all the distractions that are there. But again, because of the short time, I cannot share all the resources here, and for that you will have to connect with my group. But for now, I've just brought this beautiful channel in YouTube, which is specially made for teacher, and I would like to play this video for you so that you may see how this channel works and how beautifully they were able to bring change in higher senior grade students. So let me play it for you. Okay, just the internet is taking some time to play it, so let's hope that it plays for us. If not, then we will have to move forward. We'll just give it a few moments and see if it works, and if not, then I presume we should just move forward. And okay, so it's not working. Let's move forward. This is basically YouTube teachers. Okay, so we can just click on the link. I'm not sure if my screen is visible to all, so let me just stop share and start share again, so that you will be able to see the video from its own website, right? So now I'm sure it's visible.
If you look back at a classroom in the 1950s and 60s, you see the teacher standing in front of the room lecturing to students. The students are just sitting there, writing down what the teacher is saying. The idea of the 21st century classroom flips that around to where the student is now the center of the environment. That's kind of how my classroom is set up, and video is a huge part of that.
The coolest thing about Cameroonian High School is the people you meet.
In our school, we have like over 50 different cultures.
Refugee schools, so we get a lot of kids who are brand new to this country. One of the things that YouTube allows them to do is to go visually see different places in the world.
video helps people learn at their own pace because you can review it as many times as you want and you can take notes on it.
My advanced students are able to work through it very quickly, where my slower students can pause it more, kind of go back and work. I'm also able to move around the classroom to help more of them.
And some people are visual learners, so they learn by seeing.
Especially with our kids, where they all grew up with TV. You know, they all grew up with the internet, you know, and so to eliminate that from their learning and say, no, we need to rewind 50 years, doesn't seem to make much sense.
When I grow up, I'd like to be an aerospace engineer. Sometimes I go home and when I can't figure out something like a math equation, I go on YouTube and everyone there helps me out.
I want to be an architect when I grow up. I've been looking at other videos of architects and all the things that they design, and that inspired me to get into this career.
As teachers, we should be tailoring our education to allow our kids to be free-forming. I think it creates a classroom environment where kids want to come back to.
That's why some people don't come to school, because they don't want to sit there, look at a book, and write an essay. So, I mean, when you're watching a video, it just like, it brightens everything up. It's like, oh, I get it now. And it makes people actually want to learn.
So we saw from this video that how beautifully this channel has actually done the work, and it has created an impact to grade 9 students. So this is YouTube Teachers. This is the channel that I referred to. There is one more channel, because this was for grade 9 students, that were senior students, but there are more things for younger children as well, such as storyonline.com. and you do not really, they do have a YouTube channel, but yes, there are distractions. So to save you from the distraction, they have their own websites where you can easily go and you can watch stories. So just let's watch this video if it plays, and if it doesn't play, then we'll just move forward. But basically, Story Online is not playing because of some glitches on the internet, but that's fine. So you can always go to Story Online and check this site out. It is a beautiful site for younger children up to grade 6, and it has stories which has been read out by the actors and the writers, and it is illustrated in such a beautiful and eye-catching manner that you really get glued to it. Even I, as an adult, get glued to such stories and such video. So you can always check this channel out, Story Online. Okay. Then the another tool that I brought for you today is Prezi Video. Prezi Video is a beautiful tool. If you do not wish to come up with a video on YouTube, then you can always create your own video on using Prezi. Prezi gives you an opportunity to prepare a video of 15 minutes, and the best part is, along with your video, right here you can have all your messages written, all your animations here, so the students get more glued to it. It is more personalized experience, and the children are hooked to the screen because of the visualized effect that it creates, right? So, and you can also have it live streamed if you want, and if, like in our scenarios where we do not have online classes anymore, you can just record your session and your whatever lessons that you have prepared for them. You can record it in a very interactive manner, and then you can share the link with your children. I have brought here one link for you that you can just see. It is available on my Facebook group also, but let me share it here with you so that you may just have a glimpse of how it looks like. Okay, just give me few moments to see here. Okay, I'm sorry, I mistakenly deleted it, but I can always open it again. It will take some time, but if you visit my Facebook group, you can find it there. It is a video on how to use roomrecess.com, which is another beautiful tool for teachers also. और अगर आप गेम खेलने के शौकीन हैं और खेलना चाहते हैं, then this website is going to be pleasuresome for you also, because आपको बहुत मज़ा आने वाला है. बड़ी ज़बरदस्त games हैं. So you see here how I have used this platform to create a tutorial for my audience. You can do the same for your students, for your audience if you are a trainer, for your children if you are a parent, or for your siblings if you are a sister or a brother. Then there is another beautiful resource with the name TED. It is again a very insightful website where you can find videos for students, educators, and parents. You can discover ideas that will spark curiosity in your students. You can also create customized lesson plans here, and you can inspire students to share their ideas using this website. I will not be visiting this website because it's such a short duration. It's not possible to go into detail, but I will encourage you all to do go to these websites and do check them out. The last video content that I have brought for you is virtual trips. This is virtualvacations.us, and it has lovely walking tours, city guessers, driving tours. So if you are a geography teacher, even if you are an English teacher and you want them to do creative writing on a holiday, on something, you can just take them for this tour. You can use any of these tours, and then you can encourage them to write about it, about their experience on it. And you can use this site in a multiple ways that you can think of. So do go to this site also. I will not be visiting this right now because of, again, shortage of time, because I have more tools to share with you. So here we are done with all the video resources, and we have now moved on to the content resources that I brought for you. And the content resources include resources on presentation tools, there are gaming tools, and there are curation tools that I have brought for you for today that you can use in your classrooms, or you can share it with your children. And the first tool I would come to is Prezi. I emphasize a lot on students using Prezi because this is a third generation presentation tool, and I see a lot of scope of it of being used in future by many people. And being a Prezi educator trainer, I receive a lot of requests from many graduates, doctors, engineers, be from any profession. They all want to learn this tool. So everybody is nowadays trying to learn this tool. If our teachers can learn it and teach these tools in the schools, it is going to benefit the children the most. Be it teacher, be it parent. If as a parent also you know it, your children can learn it from you. And you can also go for self-directed learning. There it's easy to get, and if not, you can ask for help always. The other tool that I have bought is Mentimeter. So Mentimeter is basically for children who are from the higher grades and who mostly use mobile. So what happens is nowadays it is very difficult to detach the children from using the mobile, because mobile attracts them a lot, especially the senior grade students. So this tool is really good to engage them using their mobile devices, because it interacts with its audience using the mobile device. So basically your students can answer you using the mobile device. It keeps the audience anonymous. So then if the child is afraid of participating, it encourages them to participate. It is a beautiful tool for formative assessment as well as summative assessment. So again, a very I would say a very interactive and engaging tool for our students that the teachers can use for premises where the digital applications are available, the digital tools are available in the classroom, because it does require a laptop and a mobile device for connection, or any other devices that through which people can connect each other, or online collaboration ke liye bhi it is really beautiful. Okay, next is Bamboozle, which is a gaming tool. And the best part about Bamboozle is that it is not necessary for you to make a game. It is not necessary for you to have it online. You can either send a code to your children, and it is a great tool for revising. I use this tool mostly for making my daughter learn her tables, because repetition in a fun manner, it engages her and makes her remember the tables, the the difficult ones also. And then you can have it in your classroom. You can divide your classroom into 4 teams. This game will come on a projector and you can play. It has many built-in games also, so you do not really have to make your own game. You can just go online and search for it. It has a free content also, and it has paid content also, so you can easily use the free part of it and use it in your classroom, or send the code to your children for revision at home. So both the ways this tool can be used. The next tool is Educandy. Again, many Urdu teachers or language teachers do ask me for tools that they can use in their classrooms. So Educandy is one of the tools that can be used even by Urdu teacher, and I will tell you from my experience that I used this tool to teach my daughter Urdu language. So this is again a very beautiful tool for interactive learning, and it is easy to make and easy to use. Also, it also has a free component and a paid component, and free component can easily be used. You can make around 10 games into it and then delete and then make new ones if you want. And the last tool and last few minutes is Wakelet. I am a Wakelet ambassador, and it is really making a wave these days on the internet because it is considered safe for children also. Children can use it, teachers can use it to curate resources, collect all her resources, share the resources. You can also find a number of resources and learn how other teachers internationally are working on a particular subject that you are working on. Students can join into your account. They do not have a separate account, but once they grow out, that is, they grow of 18 years and above, they can get that account back from the teacher and make it their own account. It is very safe because it is certified by many organizations, and students can learn a lot and are learning a lot from this tool. So do go to the Wakelet page and do look at it. It is a really important tool in these days. I will end my presentation with Ronnie Zerome's quote saying that this is an opportunity for educators, because we need to identify digital features that students are naturally drawn to and then mimic these within the online classroom, so that what will happen is we will convert the digital distraction into powerful tools that capture students' attention and improve their learning outcome. I can be contacted on these numbers, email address, and my Facebook page. And with that, the time is also over, and with that my presentation is also done. So, Ms. Rafia.
Thank you so very much for a powerful presentation, Khatija, and sharing with us so many tools and web apps that can be used by the teachers in their classrooms and their subjects. I hope the teachers are going to benefit from it, and thank you so very much for taking out the time again. And
thank you for
apologize that your presentation last time was lost and it could not be saved. And again, that these are the technical glitches. You are a technical person yourself, and you understand that sometimes, no matter how careful we are, sometimes the data is lost. So thank you so very much for taking out the time and presenting it again. And now it is on YouTube, safe and sound, and you can share it anyway to get the votes that you need. So we will end this. I will first end it at the live on YouTube, and then we can end it here. And those who are present, if they want to ask any questions from Khadija, can do so. Thank you.
Welcome. If there is any question, I can take it. Thank you everyone for the beautiful comments. I'm reading it.